saya minta izin untuk bercakap dalam bahasa Inggeris. On the 9th of November, 23 were arrested. Just in this padang behind us, and they were held till about 7 the following morning, the 10th of November. Now, unknown to many of us, on that same day, something very insidious was taking place in Ulu Selangor, H-U-L-U Selangor. And I only found out about this last Sunday, after the vigil, when some of our anak-anak bangsa Malaysia of the Indian ethnicity sat down with me for some tea. Now, on the 10th of November, one gentleman, a Hindu from Batangkali, I think, who also happens to be a local councillor in one of the local councils, was summoned by the special branch. What had been happening was this: since the 5 were detained on the 13th of December under the ISA, you know what I mean by the 5, right? The word now, the bad word now, plus the 5, yeah. They were detained. Makal Sakti, right, they were detained. It belongs to all of us, yes. This community have been saying prayers every full moon, the Hindu full moon. I'm told it's called Pauranami Puja, power prayer, where they've been praying for the release of the 5. 10 November, this particular gentleman was summoned to the SB office IPK Selangor and was told these prayers must stop. All right. Now, I find this horrendous. The very notion, the very thought that you could interfere with another person's right to say prayer, to worship. All right. Now, of course, this particular individual protested and said this is not right. And he was told that, look, this was instructions from higher up, and that if the prayer proceeded, and the prayer was supposed to take place on the 12th of November, if it proceeded, the police authorities would arrest. Initially, they relented and decided to call it off, but credit to them, they found courage, they proceeded with their prayer on the 12th, and thank God there was no untoward incident. But there was the presence of plainclothes to intimidate. Now, on Friday, I accompanied some of them to see the committee that has been set up by the Selangor State Exco to look into temples and churches. And a letter was submitted to them to formally lodge this complaint. And the 3 YBs have said they will write directly to the CPO to complain and to take this up with the authorities. This community will be praying this coming Friday, the 12th of December, and the temple is at Rasa, R-A-S-A. The prayers will start at 7:30, and I'm told it will go on for about 2 hours to about 9:15 or 9:30. And I'm told that they would be very happy to host a Malam Mesra Rakyat. All right? Okay. Now, I'm going to make it a point to be at that temple. I was told that, Haris, you don't have to be there at 7:30 because you will. I said, no, I always enjoyed the Hindu prayer ceremony. All right? So I'll be there at 7:30. I'm told that they will serve light refreshments. I'm going to ask Zoro to help me to put up notice of this on our blogs. We'll give full details. I'm going to suggest that perhaps for those who are interested to make this trip, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity to show solidarity with Malaysians who have stood up to the bullying tactics. You know, this is sad. I'm extremely troubled simply because this happens to be a rural area where perhaps people are not as aware of rights as we might be. You know, and so really I think it took great courage on their part to say, no, we will not be intimidated and to proceed because we're praying to God. We're praying to God. So again, next Friday, the ceremony starts at 7:30. I'm told that those who do not want to be there too long could come in at about 9 o'clock. Light refreshments, but I think more important than that would be the fellowship, the love. Peter talked about the love and the sharing. Let's do it this coming Friday. All right. I certainly hope to see you all there. Jaya wanted to say a few words. Jaya, could we have you up here?